changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself in this coupe. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You've been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gonna hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I get the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
Goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. So only one team over here is Cowboys. Believe it. Yeah, it's you got us a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We got to go to free agency, then we got to go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing? And beneath me, reporting from the depths of hell, fire and brimstone crackling in the background as he speaks. We got the most notorious, demonic entity the world has ever seen before. Lucifer begged and pleaded this man to stop with his niggerdom, and he refused to. We have the one, the only, often duplicated, but never quite as evil, Landlord from Alabama. How you doing today, my brother?
Boy, that international boy, you need. I wouldn't even want to watch that dude. He's too nervous.
Man, I'm just saying.
Y'all gotta know that nefarious is a joke, okay? Do not let him tease you out here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They
I never heard
really
that.
think I'm nefarious messing with you. That's crazy.
They know what's really going on, man. You got to stop playing with these people's intelligence.
Nefariousness is just a word that you don't hear often, and I just took it and made it mine. Okay,
that's too bad.
That's all.
You are now always going to be known as the evil nigga. Like it just is what it is. Like they gotta know about this.
That's hilarious.
It's crazy.
But just know, him be with me all the time.
I ain't never seen this man for a day in my life. I ain't finna act like we be kicking it. All
we
the
be
evil
kicking it hard.
Man, no.
Any evil that I do, he be right there with me. So just know that.
Nah, don't let this man tell you that. Don't let the man tell you that. But hey, man, we got a great show lined up ahead of us today, man. We're gonna be talking about sleepers and overthinkers, and pretty much what we mean by that. There are players in the draft that people are sleeping on. They have talent, they have the physical assets and tools to translate to the next level, and for some reason, maybe they're injured, maybe they're I don't know. I don't know why people do stupid things. I can't explain ignorance. I can't explain, why people make stupid decisions. It's going to be a stupid decision if you're a football team and you don't end up with some of these people that we're talking about because they're just that damn good. Secondly, we're going to be talking about people that they overthink. Like we just did a show last night. Shout out to Boss Cowboys, shout out to Amp, Lou, all them good folks over there, man. We did a fire show. And folks are overthinking the Ted McMillan thing because of what he said, right, in an interview almost 3 years ago. They're overthinking it, and maybe it will drop his draft stock. But we got other folks that are overthinking. And it's going to surprise you who I'm going to come on here defending. It's going to surprise you. But before we get too far,
hold on.
What's up?
Go ahead, man. I'm gonna let you live.
You make it. I want you to, because really I want to hear from you because you never told me what you thought about the Ted McMillan situation.
Oh yeah, I never spoke on it.
You never spoke on it.
I know he said he didn't enjoy watching film and all that stuff. Like, man, you gotta think, if that's what you do all the time, sometimes it's gonna get tiring. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that was him being young. He was younger on that video. And for one, I want y'all to understand, young people, that's kind of how he expressed himself. Meaning that it's like, it's other things that he'd rather be doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not saying that he just hated to the highest degree because he wouldn't be playing football if that was the case. But what the case is, he was just a young dude. He probably wanted to go mess around with some women or something, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, run the streets. At 19, when he was 19?
He about 19 years old.
Y'all gotta ask yourself, what was y'all doing at 19? You know what I'm saying? Like, this man is in college with a microscope. And you know what I'm saying? With a microscope on his whole life. So, of course it get tiring. He want to be a normal 19-year-old that mess up like everybody else. But he's held to this high standard because of the career choice that he made. So, I think it's just, overblown. It was just a young man making a young and dumb comment that he probably just was frustrated at the time. So, I mean, and I'm going to tell you right now, you don't get this far with not liking what you do or liking what you know what I'm saying, liking the craft that you took on. So, I'm not worried about that at all.
I agree with you. Because one thing I want to also point out to what people are saying, like he don't love the game and stuff like that. You got plenty of players on your team right now that love the game, and they could not hold Ted McMillan jockstrap. Jalen Brooks, no matter how much Jalen Brooks loves football, and I think he loves football, it doesn't matter because he's not as good. He does not have the talent to surpass Ted McMillan, right? It doesn't matter how much Ryan Flournoy loves the game of football. He is not of the same ilk as somebody as a McMillan. If he was, he will also be regarded as a first-round pick, and he wouldn't be riding away on the bench, right? So just because you may love something more than somebody doesn't mean you're more talented. Secondly,
I was just about to say that.
No, go ahead.
I was just about to say, like, that's why sports is real. Like, sports is important for a lot of men. It's important for women too, but for men, it kind of lets you, it shapes a hierarchy. Like, I don't give a damn how much you practice. You won't be 6'4", bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You just won't be 6'4". It makes you humble. It makes you understand what hard work and dedication will be able to accomplish in your life. Because it's like you said, Jalen Brooks, he probably a wonderful kid that watched football his whole life. And then Ted McMillan come out there and just dominate him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, that, it don't matter to that degree because God made him that way. Like, God made Ted McMillan 6'4" and a monster on the field. So he was destined to play this one way or another. You know what I'm saying? And it probably took him a few years as a youngster to realize, like, oh, I'm really special. I need to take this more serious. You know what I'm saying? That's all
Yeah.
it is.
And to pick it back on that, man, after, because remember he said that as a freshman. After he said that, he had back-to-back monster seasons. That's why he's going in the first round right now. He went from a 900-yard receiver to how many yards he had this year? 1,300, 1,400, something ridiculous. The year before that, similar numbers, double-digit touchdowns, both of those years. You don't get that far if you didn't put the work in. And also to clarify on what he said he don't watch film by himself because they watch it in practice. They watch it as a group. That's what he said. Right? He didn't say he didn't watch it at all. He said he only watches film when he's with the wide receiving room. That's it. That's all he said. And now we're sitting here. We got people that want to take him, not take him at 12. We want people that don't want anything to do with him now because he said those things there and there 3 years ago. But that's why I want to have the show though, landlord. Because let me ask you a question. What is Tech McMillan's draft stock currently? Is he considered a top what pick? A top 15 or a top 10 pick?
I consider him a top 10, but I see him sliding on some boards saying he might be in the 20s.
But that's the beautiful thing about it. He is a top 10 talent that people are going to overthink about, and he will probably be available for you at 12. You normally do not get top 10, top 5 players at 12. It usually don't happen because people usually aren't stupid enough to let that person get that far down the draft board. Because people are overthinking Tech McMillan, the Dallas Cowboys have an opportunity to get a very good wide receiver at 12. So let me also spin the block. Who have we been fighting for against at 12? Who has Boston them been?
Tyler Booker.
Right? That is somebody that, and this is what I want to specify for people. Tyler Booker is an amazing guard. He is a damn good football player. So what I've always fought against for Tyler Booker is one, him being a need because of how I view our current offensive line, and two, him being BPA when I consider these other players to be better. I never said he wasn't a first round pick, right? I can attest to the talent of Tyler Booker. But there's a lot of people right now that are overthinking Tyler Booker, and they're going to put the Dallas Cowboys in position to do the funniest thing. We've been fighting tooth and nail about should we take Tech McMillan or Tyler Booker with the homies. We might be able to get both these boys the way they talk about Tyler Booker right now, kinfolk.
That'll be incredible.
It would be crazy. So let me show you what I'm talking
We'll all
about.
come to peace and kumbaya if that happens.
Let me show you what I'm talking about, man. Because this is what Tyler Booker is. Tyler Booker blocks his ass off. In his career, in over 1,000 pass blocking attempts, I believe it's 1,035, he has allowed only 2 sacks and a pass blocking grade of 85.4. So, landlord, you are the in-house professional Alabama guy. You watch all of the Alabama games. You have intimate knowledge of Alabama football. Tell me, what you see with Tyler Booker? Because I know he has stabilized the interior of your offensive line for many years. So tell me what you think about Tyler Booker. I'm gonna go ahead and put your banner up. Alabama expert. Anytime we talk about Alabama folks, Alabama expert comes up. Talk to me.
Yeah, the thing about Tyler Booker, I told you, I've been watching this dude. Like, I watch the players that we recruit too. So I'm already on people that's not even on the team right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how deep it is. Like, we going after these high school kids, so I already be knowing them. Then they get in, and then I already be on them. So Tyler Booker, when he was at IMG Academy, I was already on him. You know what I'm saying? I already knew what type of player he was supposed to be. He was highly touted. Then he came in, and he was a dominant presence on our line. And when you look at Miro, pay attention to where he run it. He run behind Booker a lot. Our running backs run behind Booker a lot. So they trust that he's going to get the job done. Regardless of the athleticism and all this technical nerd, smarty pants stuff. I go off football. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want y'all to understand, football and technology, they just got together. It's fresh. It's not, you know what I'm saying? This is not a long 15-year marriage. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to know something for real. Real football players on the field, they just not starting to give a damn about that type of stuff. Like, it's all about the field. Like, we have to lead the field to get the stats. We don't even know what we did. So that lets you know how not analytical the game was. Like, we didn't know all of this stuff. They just now giving the players analytics and all this goofy stuff and all these measurements and all this GPS. All of this stuff is new, y'all. So old school players like me and old school players like most of these players that we've seen in the past, we didn't even know none of this stuff. We just out there playing football. So I keep it pure. I keep it to the purest form and just say, hey, I'm watching this dude play football. You can watch him run 40s and look at all these weird numbers and stuff. You can do that. But that's how you miss out on great players. That's how DK Metcalf be in the second round. That's how all these great players get overlooked. Patrick Mahomes getting drafted after people and stuff. Like, this is how, because they get too analytical. They get too weird with these numbers and measurements and stuff, and they overlook the bread and butter. They overlook the steak of the meal, which is them playing football.
Thank you.
So when I see Tyler Booker playing football, I see a real dog. I see an animal knocking people over, doing exactly what he should do. So I might have to start a movement against all these weird analytical people. Like, I'm not dissing analytics, but it will never trump my eye in football, bro. It will never do that.
It should.
It will never do that.
Also,
so we gotta hold it down for old school football.
I was just gonna say, Big SARS had asked what his run blocking grade is. In the 70s. It's high. Everything he does is high, which is crazy. Because the people that want to, because it's even go against the analytics. Because what they are trying to knock Tyler Booker down for is his athletic score. They're trying to knock him down for a RAS score. One, as a guy that studies analytics, there is no direct correspondence between your RAS score and your ability to play football. There is none. There are people with red everywhere, and they're elite. Matter of fact, one of the reasons, you remember how I comped Emeka Ibuka to Amon-Ra St. Brown? One of the reasons Amon-Ra St. Brown fell to the 4th round was because his RAS score wasn't great. He was in the 7s. He graded out like a 7-something. So he was like an average athlete, right, from what the RAS score says. I have not seen niggas cover Amon-Ra St. Brown since he's been in the league. So does the RAS score actually matter when you can play football? No, it doesn't. Matter of fact, the RAS score a lot of times when we talking about it goes against the other raw analytics. Because listen, let's talk about what he actually is. He is a great guard. He has played right side and left side. He does not give up sacks. He's good in the run game. He's powerful. Got great hand placement. So what? He's slow of foot. So what? He might be scheme specific. If you are a team picking high and you have the scheme to fit Tyler Booker, you're damn near slow to pass on him if you need a guard. The only reason I've been anti-Tyler Booker is because I don't think we need him. That is it. That is point blank. Because I think we have other glaring holes on the team. I'm not saying F Tyler Booker because you can't play football. And it goes a little bit too far. Because this man has done nothing but been a dominant interior offensive lineman since he's been in college. He's been nothing but a dominant offensive lineman since he's been there. Right? And you're trying to take millions and millions and millions of dollars out of this man's pockets by knocking him down to the 2nd round. We know you don't get the same type of money in the 2nd round as you do the 1st round. Is that not correct, landlord? Right?
Hey, shout out to OG Boss in the building, man. He said, in what world is HTM and landlord keeping it 100 on Booker? This is why I mess with y'all. Yeah, man. Hey, it's football over everything over here, man. You already know. We gonna keep the team first. We never said that he was a bad player or we shouldn't get him. We just said we shouldn't get him at 12. Now, if I could get him anywhere else, we can make something happen. Sign me up.
Yeah, especially if they trade for like especially if they trade for like Tyreek Hill or something crazy, right? Like I don't give a damn at that point. Y'all can do what the fuck y'all want with the draft. As long as I walk away with a running back, shit, I'm good. But yeah, like it's not about him as a football player. It was always about fit for me. But I don't like people overthinking it. But that's the whole point. This man is a first round graded player. Like everything that he does as a player is good. The only thing you can even knock the man for is some RAS score shit. Cause matter of fact, this is the goofy shit I'm talking about. This guy covered the Chargers. This is a Chargers insider, and this is one of the people that really made me think this man is going to drop to the second round. He's going to drop to the second round for some old baby back bullshit. And I'm gonna read it to you real quick on what this man said, because he's not just saying this; he is parroting what other people are saying. Reporters like this don't usually have original thoughts. He just parroting what other GMs and people talk about. So Alex Katzen, Tyler Booker's film backs up his poor athletic testing. It's not true. He's a plotting throwback guard who will thrive in a gap-heavy scheme, which is true. He is He plays heavy. He plays heavy, but he's also strong, right? When you're that big, you just got raw natural power. He does not get moved from the point of attack, and when he gets his hands on you, he can move your ass, right? But probably won't even be on OZWZ team's board. That type of scheme-specific guy rarely goes in the first round scouting report. So they're trying to say because he is scheme-specific, they're trying to say because he is going to be reliant on one particular scheme, which is going to be a power scheme, that he should not be drafted in the first round because of his lack of athleticism, because of his lack of what's the word the Dallas Cowboys like to use, landlord? You know exactly what I want. About having players that can do multiple things. What's the one particular?
Oh, cross training.
Yeah, cross training, versatility, scheme, flexibility, all that bullshit they like to throw around, right?
Flexibility.
They like position flexibility, right?
And that's just another version of being cheap. But I'm not finna go on a rant this time.
Exactly. So they're up here trying to take millions of dollars out this man's pocket because he's really good at doing one damn thing. And let me ask you a question, landlord. If you're a maestro of one thing, do you have to learn anything else?
Hell nah, not if you got a good coach.
Exactly. Even in life, if I'm a master electrician, I don't got to learn shit else. If I'm a master chef, I don't have to learn shit else.
You got to think about this. Go ahead. I was just about to say, think about old school basketball. They used to wonder why big men didn't shoot threes. They don't freaking have to. They know how to dominate in the paint. They don't have to dribble. They're going to do turnarounds all day. They're going to box you out, and off the glass, they're going to off the glass you to death. So why would they have to know how to cross you over? I even get frustrated at Wemby sometimes.
Too many threes.
I'm an old school dude, man. You 7'5", bro.
Oh, my mama, that just pissed me off.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even like the way they play basketball these days. So I know we ain't talking basketball.
It's the same thing.
It's the same principle. What I'm saying is, like, if you good at one thing, you good enough.
Exactly. So why do I care? Especially if you're a team that's going to be running this specific scheme. Let's say you're a team in the first round. You run a power run scheme, right? Which he thrives in. Why would you care that he can't play any other run scheme for you? Why would you give a damn? Why overthink it? Right? And listen, some GMs get scared by shit like that. Because listen, I understand it. Because listen, outside of Dallas, general managers get fired. I know that shit sounds crazy, but general managers get fired around the league elsewhere. It just don't happen in Dallas because the family runs the shit. So I understand why when people have a bad athletic score, and if he don't pan out, like, well, the sign wall right there, you knew he wasn't a great athlete. Why you draft him? Why you do this? Oh, we can't have you here. You make bad decisions. I understand that stupid shit.
What it is, when you think about this, bro, what it is, like, me and Boston them touched on this, and I think this is a part that get missed in the equation. These people are trying to bank on this guy and put millions of dollars in his pocket. That's kind of scary for some people. But I think you just can't overthink it. You either gonna like the dude or not. You either gonna trust your eye or not. You either gonna trust the tape or not. That's what it be boiling down to. They be trying to figure out every single detail, and I think most teams probably formulated a formula that they feel like worked for them. So when they put this dude and they present him to the team, they looking like, okay, he checked this box, he checked this box, he checked this box, he checked this box. Not so much this box, but it's okay. So now the owners and stuff, they have to calculate that risk. So this is a risky thing. We're not acting like it's not complicated. But at the same time, you got an All-American dude who been whooping ass since he got on the field. Come on, man. Don't overthink that. Like, that's a good football player right
All-American,
so
All-SEC, only 2 career sacks surrendered, top grades in pass blocking, top grades in run blocking. What else do you want the man to do? What else do you want the man to do? Tell me. Because everything involved offensive line play, he does well. And I hate saying this shit because you know I've been talking crazy about this man, all kinds of shit.
What they gonna say is he's not the player that we want him to be. Like, they want him not to be Tyler Booker no more. They want him to be somebody else. Like, nah, bro. Like, you can't disrespect the man's talent. That's how bad teams stay bad, because they don't know the most important things to look at. They don't know what the most important things to look at. And y'all might think we just some YouTube dudes, me, him, Tuck, Boss, Botch, all them dudes that do this, man. Y'all think that we just YouTube dudes just doing this. Some of our race be better than some of these so-called professionals. I promise you. And these dudes, like Botch say it all the time, these dudes are bad at drafting. Real talk. Why you think teams been bad for 10 years, 20 years? Like, you done had every pick you can have. So don't get it twisted. These people overthink, overcalculate, over-examine, overanalyze all the time. They do.
Indeed, man. Yeah, Booker's a damn good player, man. So this is the thing. I always harken back to this, man. People cannot draft, just like you were saying. So we should benefit from people not being able to draft. Why worry about just getting one Tech McMillan or one Tyler Booker when we can bank on the stupidity and overanalyzation of players to walk away with both?
Hey.
Why worry about it?
Look, just a couple of years ago, what they just said, they were saying Bijan and Gibbs, you shouldn't draft them because they running back.
Landlord, talk to them about how right you were about them, about Bijan and them, because people fighting Landlord saying we shouldn't draft either one of them in the 20s. Where did they go? Where did they both go, Landlord?
I was up here fighting for them to draft them in the 20s. Bijan went top 10. Jameer Gibbs went top 15, didn't he?
He was number 12. The pick we got this year, that's where Gibbs went. We went 12th overall.
And like I said, I don't gotta beat on my chest for when I hit the lottery with this draft stuff. Because a lot of people that watch me, they know. Like I was battling the whole space. It was a debate. Should you draft Gibbs? No, they were saying should you draft Bijan in the 20s? And I'm like, what? I had to start telling people they not running backs, they weapons. Have y'all watched these dudes? So that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it like, bro, y'all gotta really realize it's a difference between a running back and a weapon. These dudes are phenomenal at what they do. When I was saying this, I'm going against the whole nation. I'm like, listen, bro, do y'all not see these dudes? And then look, the way they got drafted proved I was right. I ain't even have to get into what they done in the league yet. They got drafted before the 20th pick.
Mm-hmm. Well before we could pick them.
And then they both dominating in the league. And Landlord said that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just evidence now. Now, guess what? They regard running back as a real position again. Running back stock is out the roof now. Oh, okay. These people crazy
as hell. So this is my new thing. If they want to, cause listen, Tech McMillan should not be at 12. But if they want to overanalyze and overthink it, may it be for his competition, may it be for some of the comments he made, may it be for what they think about him not running the 40 at the combine, he should not be at 12. But if he is at 12, we will benefit from the overanalyzation, the overthinking of them about Tech McMillan.
What did I say now about a week ago now? It probably was maybe a little more than a week ago. I was like, bro, I just got a feeling. I said Tech or Gents are going to be there.
They are.
I said, I'm telling you, bro, one of these dudes don't be there.
If Tyler Booker falls to the second round because they are worried about a colorful chart and a colorful graph and disregard his all-SEC selections and all-American selections and what he actually did on the football field, you should run. Not walk. You should run to the podium, draft his ass to the Dallas Cowboys, and you will have one of the most successful drafts since 2020.
Hey, Elm said a tear just fell out his eye.
For real though.
But look, I'm gonna say this: a tear fell out of my eye when I heard Stephen Jones saying that they looking for a wide receiver now. A tear almost fell out of my eye then. But
I know.
Yeah, my bad.
Hey, but for real though. What happened in 2020? Who did they overanalyze that fell to the second round, landlord?
To the
For
second
us
round?
in 2020. Trayvon Diggs.
Oh yeah, Trayvon Diggs. Yeah, Trayvon Diggs.
Trayvon Diggs. They overanalyzed Trayvon Diggs coming out of college. Because remember, he was being mocked to the Dallas Cowboys, at 17 in the first round. But somehow they overthought it, and Trayvon Diggs was there for us in the second round, sitting there.
I wish I was doing content back then. I swear, y'all should have been had me out here. Listen, I swear to God, I was in my car when we drafted him. Man, I got to hollering and screaming. I should have pulled over. I got reckless. Y'all got to understand, that was one of the first times in a very long time where the exact pick that I wanted, we drafted it. I'm like, I was head over heels. And then look, a lot of people think that the draft can't drastically switch or transform your team into a contender. I beg to differ. Go back to the 2020 draft. We got two superstars.
And you know what crazy? Both of them have first round grades. That's what changed it. You got a wide receiver with a first round grade. You got a cornerback with a first round grade in your first two picks. And we're going to harken back to what we said. Niggas can't draft. It's like for real though.
Like, they just can't do this because I tell you, the proof, y'all ain't got to believe us. Go look at some of these teams. Go look at their draft history. Go look at why they can't just get over the hump. Like, do you know how long it took the Lions to get good? The Lions been bad forever. They finally got it right. You see what I'm saying? Like, some of these teams never get it right. Look at Arizona. Arizona still ain't got it right. Who else? The Giants, I can't say the Giants because they win Super Bowl sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Just win Super Bowl.
Sometimes they win Super Bowl. Look at Washington. Washington just got it right. Washington been getting it wrong. They let go Kirk Cousins and they've been in a hole ever since. Like, it's a lot of these teams that just literally don't know what they're doing and they just screw up. They should be hiring some of these Cowboy content creators, I promise you. Like, Jay Tuck should have a job.
He should.
Boston Lombardi should have a job. You see what I'm saying? They should be scouts for somebody's team. Boss Cowboy, like, it's a lot of y'all. I ain't even just talking about me. It's a lot of people in this space that probably do better scout work than these actual scouts. So, hey, let these teams keep being bad. That's why it's such a blessing that we got content creators that do it for the Cowboys, because we putting these little inklings out there for them to be like, listen, get this dude. We putting ideas out there. Whether they believe us or listen to us, that's another story. But we at least getting our ideas and these possibilities out there.
All right.
Maybe it'll reach somebody and inspire
And
somebody.
just so y'all don't think I'm lying, I'm looking at four different scouting reports that had a first round grade on Trayvon Diggs. Even PFF, who hates him out yearly, had that man as a first round pick coming out of Alabama. End up in the second round, pick 50 for the Dallas Cowboys.
if you think about it, bro, it's really the consensus don't be right that much. It be rare that the super hyped up guy end up being really, really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Pat Surtain, he was regarded as like that, and he was really like that. You see what I'm saying? Michael Parsons was like that, and he was really like that. But it'd be a lot of guys like Trevor Lawrence. We still waiting on him to bloom.
But he got that bag though.
Listen, I even thought Trevor was like that. I'ma just be real. When he beat Bama like that, I'm like, this dude is different. But Trevor still ain't showed up. He was regarded as the best quarterback prospect since Peyton.
Exactly. He was supposed to be the best quarterback prospect since Peyton Manning. He was a can't miss.
And he ain't did nothing.
One playoff win. He got a playoff win over Justin Herbert, of all people. Well, you know. That's it.
Another super hyped up dude who never done that.
He got a lot of pretty numbers. You know, that's it. He got a lot of pretty numbers. And listen, I'm Team Weapon. Let's say Tech McMillan isn't there. Let's say that they're not stupid enough to let Tech fall. But let's say that Booker does fall. You could trade back, get an extra first-round pick, draft Emeka Ibuka, get Tyler Booker, and get Quinshon Judkins, and do whatever the hell you want the rest of the draft when we walk away winners in the first 3 picks.
I really would cry.
I cry tears.
I'd be emotional. Like,
oh, Andrew Luck. It was somebody.
Oh yeah, Andrew Luck. My bad.
Thank you.
You're right, Charles. He was regarded, and Andrew Luck was the best since Peyton. That's what it was.
It was crazy because he replaced Peyton.
And his career was short as hell, though.
Listen, they refused to get that man offensive line help. He said, "F it." That man dipped. He's like he's the athletic director at Stanford right now. He just hired his old coach to be hired his old coach to be the head coach of Stanford football because he did.
Hey, I really think Luck was like
great.
that though. I think Luck was gonna be a dog, bro. I hate he left so early like that.
Yeah, he was a great player, man. Like I take nothing from Andrew Luck. But yeah, man, we done talked about the stupidity of teams already. We'll be beating a dead horse. They're overthinking Tech McMillan. They're overthinking Tyler Booker. We might fuck around and get them both and be happy as hell. So we're gonna move on to talk about some sleepers.
Cause that's all I've been saying the whole time. I just was like, listen, bro, can't y'all draft him in the second? Let us get our weapon and then draft somebody in the second. If he fall, hell yeah, I'll take him. Like, I don't even really care too much about what you do with the second round pick. Cause I know I can get a running back in the third. I feel like I gotta get me a receiver in the first though. I feel like that's what the cream of the crop is.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. And listen, like we all said the other day, if we were not in position where we're starving for help at wide receiver, starving for help at running back, starving for offensive line help, starving for cornerback help, we wouldn't be having any damn boss battles with each other.
Yeah.
Like, man, if we had a dominant wide receiver on the team already alongside CeeDee Lamb, we wouldn't be fighting like this. If they had a guy they felt was better than my guy Brock Hoffman, they wouldn't be fighting for their lives. You know,
I want y'all to know this ain't a good sign for Shotty, in my opinion.
What you mean?
I know this sounds crazy, but at least when Mike McCarthy first started, Mike made sure he covered everything. Real talk. We went into the draft able to draft BPA on my life. Go look it up. People act like Mike didn't do nothing right the whole time he was here. But you remember we even got a backup quarterback. That was the first time ever under Mike McCarthy. We went and got Andy Darrell. You remember we ain't never had no backup quarterback with Jason Garrett. We ain't never had. There were so many things we used to need with man, we had so many holes with Jason Garrett. Mike McCarthy came in and filled every single position that we needed. I ain't saying it was like the best players ever, but it was like respectable players. And then we went into the draft with BPA. Mm-hmm. But one thing about Shotty, they not giving him that. Think about it. We got so many holes on this team. And that right there made me feel like Shotty done submitted already. Cause think about it. What can he do? What is his expectation?
He can't have any expectation right now.
You can't have many expectations with this many holes in your team.
So matter of fact, man, before we talk about some sleepers and shit like that, let's talk about some of these Stephen Jones comments, and then we'll talk about our sleepers and shit.
Yeah, I wanted to
I
touch
know
on
you
that.
did. So first, these are all by John Machota. If you ain't following him, you're missing out. Always got top of the line Dallas Cowboys content,
You
news.
slipping in your cowboy
Yeah,
pimping.
man. You always get some up to date stuff when you rock with John Machota. So if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, you need to tune in. Right, tap in. So he said Cowboys EVP Stephen Jones on teams wide receivers. I really like our room. At the same time, that would fuck me up though. Like he ain't like he said that to be nice to start it off. I really like our room, but
Cause you still need
need
them, bro. You can't just dog them out.
at the same time though, obviously losing Brandon Cooks in free agency, we're still open to looking at a really explosive number 2 that could upgrade us. So like that nigga just like, let it hang out. Like yeah, dog. Like I like these niggas, but I don't like these niggas like that.
I want y'all to, bro. Listen, I think what CD said was very underrated. Cause people looking at it just like, he just said, give me some help. Man, do y'all understand? CD gotta be with these dudes every day.
Yeah, you gotta walk in the locker room, look at them in the eyes, like.
CD locker is around them somewhere, bro. Like they in the same room all day with film. They running the same drill. Do you think that's something that CD wanted to have to do? And then you want the young players to feel like you believe in them.
You do.
I just want y'all to understand what kind of boiling point that CD Lamb had to get to even say something like that.
I mean, let's piggyback on that. Him and Dak Prescott reportedly reached out to Cooper Kupp and asked that man to come to Dallas. And the only reason Cooper Kupp is not a Dallas Cowboy is because Jerry Jones and them said, nah, man, we can't do that. We can't pay that.
Dak and CD up here co-conspiring, trying to get a receiver over here, and it's still
That's what I'm saying, dog. So when he says this, and listen, I know the Joneses. They're either going to A, sign somebody, or B, they're going to draft somebody. I don't believe a trade is, unless they are able to finesse the shit out somebody. I don't really see a trade coming to fruition. I know people been talking like because Tyreek Hill sort of wants out. You know, some even posted some cryptid ass tweets. So I don't really.
You think it's too big?
That's what I'm saying.
I think we could pull out plenty of trades. It just won't be no. You gotta, like I said, boss know the criteria, bro. What we looking for? It gotta be an underperforming, highly regarded person for cheap. Now you can strike like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's who Cooper was. It went cheap because a lot of people thought we overpaid for Cooper. Y'all remember that? They swore that we got bamboozled in that deal. But Coop just ended up being a baller. You see what I'm saying? So our ideal trade situation would have to be like one of these young dudes that got a lot of potential who can't warrant too much money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said on Twitter, I'm looking at the Colts, bro. The Colts got so much young talent at receiver, bro. It's ridiculous.
That's who I want.
They got A.D. Mitch over there. They got Josh Downs over there. They got Michael Pittman over there. Like, they whole receiving core is ridiculous. And they got Anthony Richardson as the quarterback.
Yeah, they made a
That's
horrible
crazy.
mistake bringing Anthony Richardson in. I ain't going to hold you because they drafted that.
Why do you have so many receivers with a quarterback you don't even know like that? You don't even like him like that.
Hey, man, he can run. He just can't throw, and that's the bad thing. You know.
I mean, when you're a quarterback, I need you to be able to throw. Like, just imagine if I told you, I got a running back. He can't run, but he can
like,
throw.
what is this? Oh, Lord. So, yeah, I don't know. They said they're going to try to upgrade wide receiver too. We'll see what happens. You know, it tends to me to feel like they'll probably use a first or second round pick on a wide receiver. Because
I've been waiting for 2 years, so it only took 2 years for them to catch up. I ain't mad. I ain't too mad
All right,
about it.
let's move on to what they said about running back. Cowboys EVP Stephen Jones, while talking about this year's draft class, I think the running back. Oh, my wife's home early. Oh, God is good. I think the running back group is really stout compared to past years. So I think there's great opportunity to pick up a young back. Also, he said that the acquisitions of Miles Sanders and Devontae Williams would not stop them from drafting somebody. It's not in here, but that's also a quote from John Machota.
Well, good job.
So yeah, I love that. I would love getting Garrett Wilson in the trade option. Like Garrett, I'm high on Ohio State wide receivers anyway. I want Emeka this year, so y'all know I like him.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson like that too. He'll be great as a number two.
He's been a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's been in the league. He still got 2 years left on his contract, and he's the kind of guy you got to get the ball in his hand, man. He'll be a great compliment to CeeDee Lamb. He'd be a great compliment to him. But what you're thinking, man? How early? I'm gonna ask you. How early do you think the Dallas Cowboys address running back?
It depends on how this board falls. I think if Gentry was there, I think
he would be pick one if he's there.
I think they'll drop Gentry. No lie. But, it depends on how the board falls. So say no Gentry. I can see them, don't take this out of the realm of possibility. Like I said, we just know how high we are on these guys. We don't know what they board looking like. They might have a guy up there like that they'll take in the second round. They might. Let's say Amari Hampton falls to the second. He'll be your pick. Mm-hmm. Real talk. He'll be your pick if he's still there. Because he would be like the ultimate second round back. The other guys, you know what I'm saying, you will like him, but he the steal. He'll be the best back on the board if he's still there. You see what I'm saying? So they might get him on the second round. But I think we'll probably fall around in the third somewhere. I'm thinking the third round is where they'll go.
Hey, man, I'll say this, dog. Omari Hampton is another person that they're overthinking. Like, real talk. Like, him falling to the second round is a slap to the face to running backs. And I'm telling you, I still stand beside what I said. There are 3 guys that I know for sure will eventually be all pros in the National Football League. Maybe a 4th. I'm getting very high on Quinshawn in recent times. But I can't.
Then he ran a great 40.
40.
They thinking Quinshawn's just a bowling ball. All right.
Yeah, and that's the same thing with Hampton. He came out that mud as big as he was and ran a 4.4, 4.47. Similar. I think they ran the same 40 time, matter of fact. So point being, he has all the production, all the physical traits, all the film, but you're gonna push him down. Like they doing that funny stuff with running backs again, man. They doing that funny stuff with running backs again. I don't like it. I understand, like you said, they're investing millions and millions of dollars into these draft picks, so they want to be 1,000% sure that they get it right. But damn, dog. But yeah, listen, Omari Hampton there. That's another guy that you got to steal from. That's another guy that had a first round grade that somehow made it to the second round.
Man, but if it was me, and I'm with the Dallas Cowboys, I'm drafting Quinshawn Jenkins. I don't know if he's gonna be there in the third for us though. That'll be like the after that 4-4, he going in the second, bro.
He should.
He might go in the second, bro.
He'll go in the second.
I might have to change my mind. If you don't get you back in the second, you might not get the special guys no more. You might be able to get Sampson. Maybe. He's so fast, bro. Like, these teams getting hit, bro. They ain't stupid no more to that degree. Like, when they see somebody doing excellent stuff out there, they'll take a swing on a guy like him. Like, I bet money that Sampson gonna go higher than a lot of people think. I bet money right now.
That's how it goes, bro. Like, you got to think about it, man. It happened the other year. Like, we were just talking about Gibbs and whatchamacallit. But think about them going that early, how it pushed up the other running backs in that draft class. Matter of fact, let me go
But
look at those at that running back class. What year was that? 2021? No, 20,
that was 2022, I think.
2023 maybe. We went to that draft. I think it was 2023
That was 2023, yeah.
NFL.
That's why you think, and I don't think people understand what type of year Bijan had last year. Like I really think that's the quietest great season that I've seen in a
That
long
man ran
time.
for over 1,500 yards.
Well, man, Bijan went ballistic
And we don't
last
talk
year,
about
man.
it.
Nobody cares. Like you ain't gonna hear that on NFL Network or nothing. Bijan Robinson went ballistic last
All
year.
right, so Bijan went 8th overall. Jameer Gibbs went 2nd overall. 12th overall. All right, so let's go find some more running backs and where they ended up going.
Both of them boys top 15, and they told me I was crazy for trying to draft them in the 20s. Lord
All right,
Jesus.
Zach Charbonnet ended up going at pick number 52. So you got 3 running backs in the first 60 picks so far.
Who was it again?
Zach
I'm sorry.
Charbonnet from UCLA. You remember he went to?
He been underwhelming. He ain't did nothing.
I don't know.
He might be a candidate. What's going on?
I
with
gotta
him?
go see.
We gotta do some
We gotta
research on him.
that. All right, let's see. Next running back.
Cause everybody liked him. Didn't he come out of UCLA
Yep.
or something?
All right,
Yeah, everybody liked him.
Kendre Miller went to the Saints, TCU. He hasn't done much of anything. Even though I think he has talent.
And this is why these GMs have that scared
Tajay
money.
Spears though, he been hooping over there at Tennessee.
Oh, for real? I liked
Coming
him
out of
too.
Tulane.
Coming out of
Tulane.
Tulsa. Oh, Tulane.
He know
Tulane.
one of the
Yeah.
small schools.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Devon
school.
A-Chain, Texas A&M. We know what he's done so far.
A-Chain was going crazy. Yeah.
Tank Bigsby.
With
Tank
Miami.
Bigsby has taken the number 1 running back role in Jacksonville. He was the next running back taken.
Okay.
So,
That he out of Auburn, ain't it? Yeah, Tank kind of hard
he's
though.
good because he took ETN job from him. Ain't nothing happened to ETN. He took his job.
Oh, okay.
Let's see who else is here.
You gotta earn a nickname like Tank, bro. You gotta earn that.
Shit. Roshan
You gotta earn that.
Johnson out of Texas. I don't know what the hell he did. Cause I don't keep up with the Bears.
I'm excited to see what Brooks gonna do next year. That man got hurt on his first
That shit
catch.
sad. Is he?
That shit was so sad. He was supposed to be
Is he
hard
even gonna
too.
be able to play?
Well, it happened so early in the year. He should be healthy.
We gonna see. I think that man got hurt a little bit later in the season, dog.
No, bro, he got hurt on one of the first carries of the season.
He
I
wasn't
think.
ready to start the season, so I know it was in the middle of the year.
Jonathan Brooks.
Yeah, I know it was in the middle of the season. He wasn't healthy to start the season. He was rehabbing coming into the league. Remember?
Well, what it was then, it was still one of his first carries.
It was his
You
first
feel me?
carry. It was like middle. It was like middle of the season.
Yeah.
I'm like, that shit sad, dog. And he a country boy played down in Texas, man. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him.
All
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Country.
Yeah, you remember we wanted to take a chance on Jonathan Brooks. We knew how talented he was, but he was an injury guy.
They said Miller being hurt. Okay, so Miller been hurt. Ugh. All right, but yeah, so that was a very deep running back class, though. I don't even think that's fair to compare because they both gonna be deep running back classes, but that's not.
You remember that's why we was mad we didn't draft one.
This ain't not the norm. Have running backs go that late and still be productive.
And we go up there and draft. That's when we drafted what's it called, Lil Legs, right?
All right, next order of business. Yeah, Bucky Irvin balled though. Bucky Irvin was amazing. So
Bucky Irvin going crazy.
yeah, so there were some running backs in that draft class that ended up being good. Tanks Bigsby ended up being good. Bucky Irvin ended up being amazing. So the running back class for the most part panned out. You know, outside of injuries, like 2 of the guys y'all said ain't did nothing been hurt. You know what I'm saying? So like I'll give my olive leaf for that. All right, then he said Cowboys EVP Stephen Jones on the knee injuries of the Marvin Overshown and Trayvon Diggs are working their way back. We don't know when we will get these players back. They have significant injuries. That's a good chance that they may not start for us when the season starts, they may not be available. That's fine. I hate when they rush them folks back any damn way. I'm fine with that. If they're not ready to start the season, cool. I'm fine. Because Trayvon Diggs is probably in the position he's in right now because they brought him back too quick.
Probably so.
So I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna go dwell on that. Let's talk about these damn sleepers, man. We're gonna start with one of your guys, man. It's an Alabama dude, Malachi Moore, safety / slot. Tell me a little bit about, man.
Hey,
I'm gonna let you cook, dog, because I told you. Anytime we talk about these Alabama dudes, anytime we talk about your fellow hillbillies and country bumpkins, landlord will be
Don't
talking.
do that.
Alabama expert is on the screen, so you will talk from here on out.
Yeah, Malachi Moore, I believe he got a highly decorated college career too. But I'm going to just talk about what he do on the field. Like, the dude was one of the leaders on the defense. He helped call plays. He helped get people alive. And he been a leader on the team for the whole time he been there. And he got range as a safety. He's a smart, heady safety. It ain't about the big hits with him and all of that stuff. He going to make a sure tackle. But he got range, though. Like, Malachi Moore, I was surprised that he ain't, highly touted or nothing like that. Like, I felt like he was like the second best safety out here. Like, real talk, I was real high on him. Could be a little Bama bias, ain't no telling. But I feel like he could be a impact player. He gonna be one of them players that the NFL gonna kick themselves about passing up on. Like, somebody gonna get a damn good safety if they give that boy a chance. And he out my city too. He might be a little crazy, but he can play football. So I put him on my team. He got that YN energy probably. So yeah, we need him in our backfield.
I like that. Also, while playing the slot last year, he was the highest graded slot corner during the entire season. And this man is a safety. When he played slot, he was the highest graded slot corner in the NCAA last year. All right, now let's see what he ranked among all other safeties, man. That man had an 89.4 coverage grade as a safety, dog.
See, I didn't even know this. I promise you I ain't seen no numbers. He ain't know I ain't lying. I'm just telling you what I seen on film. The dude is always in the right position, and he make up a lot of space. He got that range. I don't see how they ain't rocking with Malachi like this.
Man, he's superb. He's one of my favorite safeties too. I like this crazy thing. I like both Malachis. I like Malachi Moore and I like Malachi Starks.
And Starks.
Yeah. So those are the two safeties I would target. Now, for whatever reason, I have to put Malachi Moore on here as a sleeper because they're projecting this man to be a late round pick. Why? I don't know. I don't understand it. He's been all SEC 2 times. He has great coverage skills, good ball skills. He can blitz, he can cover, he can tackle. I'm not really sure what the issue is.
What I'm gonna say is, if we draft Malachi Moore, he'll be our starter. He might start day one.
Start day one. Let's not even play. Let's not even play with it. He should start day one.
I like Runye though, bro. I do. I feel like Runye capable. But Malik Nim, I think it's about time for Malik to get scooted on down the road.
I mean, listen, you got. It's about time for Malik to hit the dough anyway. But you need safety depth. So Wanye can be the primary backup, or because we have so many questions about slot corner. Since Malachi Moore can play the slot so well, they can actually be on the field together.
Now that's a good question. He might be small. I think he's about 6'1", 6'2".
I believe he's 5'11". He got regular.
That's probably what it is.
He got regular safety size.
Yeah,
that's regular safety size.
They be so wrong about that, bro. Like,
who are these big ass safeties that y'all think of outside of old boy that used to play for Seattle?
Cam Chancellor.
Who are the other big ass safeties?
J-Ron Curse.
You see here.
J-Ron about 6'2", isn't it? Yeah, I about to say he was
Yeah,
tall.
Malachi
Dude.
is listed at 6 foot, so he probably like 5'11" and some change. What's the honey badger? How big is the honey badger?
Oh, you know, Honey Badger was short,
He that nigga like 5'9" or something, ain't he?
and he was a goddamn dog. I liked
Yeah.
him ever since when he was
Yeah,
at LA.
Tyrann Mathieu is 5'9". He one of the best safeties I ever seen play.
That boy hard.
How tall was Ed Reed? He probably gonna be like 6'1" or some shit. Let me see. How tall is Ed Reed? Listed height anyway. Ed Reed is 5'11".
Damn.
Yes.
We trying to figure out why they ain't giving my boy his
Yeah,
credit.
Sean
That's
Taylor
what
was
we
an
trying to
amazing
do.
safety, and he was a big safety.
Sean Taylor was incredible.
He was
bro.
amazing. Like, he broke the mold. Like, he actually, listen, he really was one of the ones that paved the way for them big-ass safeties.
I was sad when that happened to him, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, it was just cause, like, you know, it was a sad situation anyway. But football-wise, like, he was finna be great, bro. Like, he was finna be a great player. Like, they robbed us of that, just from a football sense. That's all I'm saying. They robbed us of a great player.
You're right, though. You ain't lied. But, yeah, like free safety, because he'll be a free safety. That's generally like the size you're looking for, about 6 foot, 5'11", 6'1". That's usually what size they come in. Matter of fact, what was the Earl Thomas?
Earl Thomas kind of smaller too, I believe.
Yeah, I know.
He the fast dude. He like
They got to cover a lot of space in a short period of time.
Yeah, he was running
5'10".
around. Yeah.
Earl Thomas was 5, and
Yeah,
that was
I
listed
knew
high.
it.
He probably 5'9" and 3/4 or some shit.
He literally 5'8". If they got him listed 5'10", he might be 5'8".
we gave you some home cooking on the stuff, my boy.
Oh yeah, I like Hamilton too. That's the safety at Baltimore,
Yeah, I like
right?
him. Tuck loved him coming out.
Yeah, he go
I think
crazy.
he might be a big safety. Let me see.
He is big. I know
6'4".
he's about at least about 6'2".
Yeah, he a big safety. But that's also why they use him that way. They had that man playing linebacker. They have him playing slot, strong, free. They move him around any and everywhere. So you know, that's fine. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. Because there's not many Kyle Hamiltons in the league. There's not.
Dude, can I ask you a question about? We talking DB, so it ain't too much off the.
Sure, go ahead, bro.
Do y'all not want to see y'all boy Israel get his shot, man? I know they signed him, but I kind of want to see these dudes play, bro. Like people wanted to see Turpin play. People wanted to see Tolbert play. We seen them, and you know we need better. But I want to see Ranier play, and I want to see Izzy play. I don't know if it's gonna happen though. I really want to see what they'll do with their opportunity, because the reason I say that, I like both of their athleticism. I like both of their size. I feel like they both got capabilities. They very talented, bro. They talented. So I want to see what they'll do with that opportunity. But I don't know
And
if
Izzy is 6'4" as well, so he's in that mode of the big safety y'all like. So I don't mind Izzy getting an opportunity. It's just gonna be up to how they view Izzy. If they're gonna give him an opportunity. And listen, you talk about Izzy. I want Marquise Bell to play, so he got re-signed. We don't even talk about Marquise Bell getting re-signed.
Exactly.
And that man played linebacker for you at a high level. The only thing that held him back while playing linebacker was he was undersized. But as a
people forget Izzy a fan, a friend of the show
shout
too.
out to Israel, man.
We got to go back to that show. Yeah, we had some decent.
We had some damn good shows. But that's one of landlord sleepers. Like, if you end up with Malachi Moore, wherever he fall, 5th, 6th, 7th, he shouldn't fall that far, but he is going to.
I'm drafting him. If I see him, and I'm drafting him. I'm drafting him. I believe he's just a kid that needs a shot, and like he might be one of the people that got to go through the rough, the you know what I'm saying, the gauntlet of becoming an NFL player. But when he get his shot, watch out. All my word, Malachi gonna show up and he gonna be a baller.
All right, so I got a sleeper for y'all, and guess what position it is? It's a damn guard. I got a sleeper guard for you. Cause listen, They always listen, because this is why. I talked about the Tyler Booker stuff earlier. They always want to push, for us to get second round and third round wide receivers. I want to found y'all niggas a guard, so we ain't gotta have this argument no more. I got you, guard, dog. It's gonna be say less, dog. I'm a hold on. Let me make sure this shit loaded in though. I hate to come on here talking shit. I ain't got my stuff lined out. I got you one, man. I got you a nigga from Georgia, Tate Ratledge. Now listen, Tate is a damn good player. He's been one of the highest regarded offensive linemen in the NCAA for the last 2-3 years. You hear nothing but great things about him. He does not give up sacks. Matter of fact, in 2023, when they won the national championship, he didn't give up a sack. He didn't give up a single damn sack. He only gave up one quarterback hit the entire year, and he had an 87.1 pass blocking grade. Right? That's when they won it. That's when they won it. And listen, I don't put a lot of stock in the RAS score, but his is good. If you want to ask if he's a good athlete that shows up on film, his athleticism does show up on film. He has one of the highest RAS scores out there. Nigga posted a 9.96. And listen, he played in the SEC. How many times do amazing gangster ass defensive tackles come out the SEC, dog? Matter of fact, I got one on the pipeline for you too. When we talk about SEC player.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about him shortly. But we already seen the Jalen Carters, who was his teammate. So he practiced against Jalen Carter for years, right? Right. So this is my thing, man. When you have somebody that's not giving up sacks, that's not giving up pressures, that's grading out well, that has athleticism, can get to the second level, I really don't know why he's not getting first round love. I'm not sure why he's not getting highly touted love when you talk about Ratledge. What is the knock on Ratledge, if anybody knows? If anybody's out there who is a offensive line expert or guru, why are people not showing love for Ratledge and what he's done? Because I can go through an entire list of his accomplishments. I think I am gonna do that.
What is injury history looking
I
like?
think the nigga plays all the time, bro. Let me make sure.
What's his measurements? His height, weight.
All right, let me take a look.
Arm length, stuff like that. They be weird with them guards.
All right, he is 6'6", 320 pounds.
Wow. And his RAS score.
RAS score is amazing. All right. He was first team All-American this year, just like Tyler Booker. I gave Tyler Booker all the love for being first team All-American. This dude was first team All-American as well. He's been first team All-SEC the last 2 years. And he is a 2-time national champion. He won in 2021 and in 2022 with the Georgia Bulldogs. You mean to tell me the guard on one of the best lines in the SEC can't get no love? Can't get no love. What are we doing out here?
That's crazy.
Nope.
Overanalyzing, overthinking.
And listen, I'm sure Lou will hit me up like, hey man, this is not what I don't like him because of this, and this. I'm gonna send you the film, nigga. I'm like, all right, cool, that's different. But dog, for what I've seen, I only watched like a game and a half of them. I only seen a game and a half of them. This nigga can play. He out here serving up pancakes. When people try to bull rush, he's not people are not moving him, and he's going up against top tier competition, dog. So I'm not really sure what the knock on Ratledge is, but they got him with a mid-round grade. They talk about he might be a third-round pick. I would take the boy. If we get weapon round 1 and round 2, if we go wide receiver, running back, I would take Ratledge in the third round.
I wouldn't mind him either.
He said he only did 25 reps on the bench. We got to listen, man. He plays strong. Because listen, I feel like it's an entirely different animal using your leverage, anchoring yourself, and fighting off another grown man than actually bench pressing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could probably throw around the bench press a couple times. It doesn't mean I'm as strong as these niggas. At least functionally strong is different than on the weight bench. You know what I'm saying? Being functionally strong is way different. They said position flex. That's crazy. If you are elite at one thing, why do I care if you can't do anything else? Landlord,
Yo.
you're good at your job, right? You earn a living.
Yep.
Do you have to be good at anything else? If that's your profession, that's what you want to do in life. Like by the letter of law.
Nah, I don't have to be a great person at origami or nothing like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
If you're a master, I said it earlier, if you're a master electrician, you don't have to learn another skill. If you're a master artisan, you don't have to learn another skill. If you're a master of anything, you don't have to know anything else. You can earn a living just with that one skill that you perfected.
Right.
So I don't get it. If position flex is why he's falling down the draft board, I don't get it. He's one of the best guards in the SEC. He's played the top level competition. He helped them win 2 national championships with his play because they were able to run behind him. I don't get it. I don't get it at all, bro. So real quick, because I know you got a defensive tackle, but I do feel a little icky not talking about wide receiver. I got wide receivers.
Let's do it. You speaking my language.
I gotta keep you preoccupied, man. I know you. I got the feeling you're trying to escape and go sell more dope, flood the streets. So I gotta protect the neighborhood, man. I gotta protect our people out there. So landlord, what if I told you the wide receiver in the SEC with the most yards was being overlooked? What if I told you this man led the entire SEC in receiving yards and he might not even get drafted?
If you would have told me if you shouldn't have showed me that he was from Arkansas, you would have been good. But now I know he's sorry. I'm just
wow.
Saying. But nah, I'm interested. What's his height and stuff?
What is what?
How tall is he?
6'4", ran a 4.5, amazing catch radius. Played with a run-first quarterback and still put those numbers up. And everything he did, he got in 11 games because he missed the first game with injury.
Okay, Arkansas expert, tell us more.
All right. So he has an amazing catch radius. He has great athleticism. He's not the best route runner, but he runs routes well enough. He does create his own separation most times. And if you actually give him an opportunity with a catchable ball, he has a catch radius that can bring it in. He'll win a bunch of 50 balls for you. So, and this is the thing. He did this in the SEC, like we were just talking about. And listen, I might be a little biased. Like I am SEC biased. I won't lie to you. That's what I talk about. Right? That's what I know. I talk SEC football because that's what I watch. But he doesn't have an injury history. He don't really miss time at all. I think he might have missed 2 career games in his entire time in college. You know, I am the Arkansas guy. So he don't miss a lot of time. He got great athleticism. He played with a quarterback that can't throw. I want to keep throwing this out there. I got nothing but love for Jalen Green, but the man cannot throw. He is a dual threat quarterback and is really like a one threat quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So to do what he did against top caliber competition with a quarterback that can't throw, and look at his grades. This is grades against all coverages. This man posted an 80+ grade against man and zone. He's the only wide receiver in the draft to do that. He beats every coverage. He beats zone. He beats man. He has the catch radius. He has the production. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro.
That's insane. That's an impressive resume, and they just yarning on the man.
So this is scouting report. I'm gonna read it to you real quick.
And look, don't forget, you got a number 1 draft pick. You got a first-round draft pick in the SEC at wide receiver.
That's true. They said he's gonna be 25 this year. Maybe because he's old.
And he said he just outdid him.
Yeah, they said he's about to be 25. I ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he's gonna be a late-round pick any damn way. I understand not investing.
I ain't lying. That is kind of different though, because 4 years, 1 contract, he almost 30.
Denver just drafted a nigga with 27.
Oh, they smoking. They smoking something good over there. It's legal
It
in
is
Denver.
legal
So
in Denver.
they
They
high.
high
They
as
high.
hell.
They high. They
Yeah.
tripping.
So listen, if you use a late round pick on them, that's fine. I understand. I understand that. If you bring him in as an undrafted free agent, that's fine. But you also got to look at it from a different perspective. He's already mature. This is a grown ass man. If that's the case, he's not gonna have those kind of mental lapses and shit like that are associated with a lot of rookies. This is a grown ass man. But I'll just talk about the scouting report. This is what they say about him. Imposing catch radius with vice grip hands that pluck the ball away from his frame. Consistently wins in contested situations where smaller corners can't match his length. Plays with controlled physicality at the catch point. Uses his 6'4" frame to wall off defenders. Shows impressive ability to track the ball in flight, adjusting his body and maintaining concentration through contact on deep throws. Creates more after the catch than his testing numbers suggest. Runs with surprising anger and shows slipperiness in open field to make first tackle a miss. Reliable chain mover who delivered 34 first down conversions in 2023. Quarterback's best friend on third downs and scramble drills. Displays legitimate red zone potential with his size and jumping ability. Can elevate over defenders and secure jump balls in tight windows. Brings competitive toughness as a blocker. Willing to stick his nose in and create lanes. Shows more effort than technical refinement, but attitude is there. Proved his production was no fluke against SEC competition. Actually improved his consistency and reliability against top-tier defensive backs. So the better competition, the better he played, actually. So, man, listen, I'm not saying use one of your top picks on Andrew Armstrong. I'd be biased. But if he's going to be somebody in the late rounds, like you could burn a 6th round or a 7th round pick on this man. And you get a wide.
How did he get used in the clutch? He was coming through in the clutch.
Arkansas was not coming through in the clutch. There were times they couldn't even get the man the ball.
I be trying to figure it out, bro. Why are they looking over these two?
I mean, to be fair, what's crazy?
It might just be.
It might be Arkansas. The last time an SEC player led the division in receiving yards and did not go in the top 3 rounds was also an Arkansas player, Kobe Hamilton. He ended up going to the Steelers in like the 5th round.
What did he turn out to be?
An okay player that he got in trouble a lot too. So he ended up out the league and shit.
That's why he was a late dude.
Yeah, so, but everybody else leads the SEC in receiving yards. It's a story. They talk about it and they get drafted high. Think about the SEC receivers that came down the pipeline. You usually draft SEC players high when they had that level of production.
True.
But yeah, I had to get that one off. That's my one bias ass one. Cause listen, I ain't gonna hold you. He from Arkansas, so I'm a ride for the nigga. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. He got the size, the talent, the catch radius, and the production. He might be old and Methuselah, but that is what it is. And I'm finna see about getting your dude up here real quick, and then we can wrap up because I got things to do. You got things to do.
True.
So bear with me one moment, bro. I got you.
Yeah, man. But like we said at the beginning of the show, some people value other things outside of football, and they get them in trouble all the time. Give me what he did on the field over all that other stuff. Because I promise you, it be dudes that sound good on paper, but when you see them on the field, it's a whole nother story. So I prefer somebody who's actually doing what I want them to do on the field.
So, landlord, this is your guy. This is Omar Norman Lott, defensive tackle from Tennessee. You put me on the boy before the show started. Actually, I ain't know nothing about him, but I'm finna go watch him now. So tell me what you saw from Cuz.
Yeah, he was wrecking games, bro. He was real disruptive. No lie, he was handling the run game, and he's getting some good pressures on the quarterback. He'll know that can't be stopped. I'm telling you, like he's manhandling people out there. And this coming from Tennessee, and this the big boy league in the SEC. He handling SEC guards like it ain't nothing. So he might have the level of play scrum that you need to be effective in the league. We'll have to see. But I think he's getting overlooked too. I think he'll be a good sleeper pick. He'll be somebody that can contribute shortly. He might not be day one, but I can see him becoming a real good player, making like a 10-year career for himself. He's gonna be one of them players that stick around.
I like that too. Cause listen, we need defensive line help. 3 tech and 1 tech, honestly. And at his size, he'll be a 3 tech at the next level. But with that pass rushing ability, cause he has an 18.9. Excuse me, boy got an 18.9 pass rush win rate, and that was the best among all defensive tackles. So when it came to getting pressure, annoying the quarterback, there was nobody better last year. And I did not know this shit. Landlord probably ain't know these numbers. He eyeballed this nigga, said he liked him, and he would like that.
Yeah, I don't be on the numbers until I get with you. You gonna put me on to the numbers for real. I just be going out what I seen.
So yeah, he ain't lying. So like he's somebody I'm gonna add to my board. I'm gonna go watch some film on him. And we gonna rock like that. But we've been on here for an hour and a half, dog. We'll cover some more late round guys and different stuff like that. The next time we do a show, we'll have another show with Boss on Thursday. We will finish up the late round talk for the sleepers. But before we get out of here, man, landlord, you want to let the folks know where to find you at, man? Got any final words before we get out of here?
Already, man. I think we done said enough. Y'all know I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Tap in for the win. Double tap the screen for the team. We appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all keep showing up, and we don't keep showing out for y'all, man. We appreciate y'all.
Indeed. It's your boy, Henny DeMoore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. You can find me on YouTube, HTM Sports. On X and Facebook is Henny DeMoore. But we're gonna show love, we're gonna keep rocking. And all the way out, man. Please hit those share buttons, please hit those cash apps. We're still fighting uphill battle with YouTube to get back monetized so we can make it happen. So just hit that cash app, mine is $ Henny DeMoore. His is Landlord 723. Anything you're seeing will be used to further the content and keep us driving out here in this space. But thank God for y'all. Thank God for the Cowboys. And fuck the Eagles. We gonna holler at